everyone, here we are with ticker symbol Nndm, Nano Dimensions. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So as it had a run, it reached $6 and then it dipped, leveled off, hit 580, and since that point it's actually been falling. Broke through the 50-day moving average on the 19th, which was yesterday. And as we saw, if it broke through support, it would hit newer lows, and it certainly has, and it's leveled off right now at 367. So there's some important things to see here on the chart. And the first thing is obviously the lowest point before this run, and that's 345. I'd write that down. That was slightly broken through at this point here when it hit the lows of the day at 342. So it's only a 3-cent difference right now, and it recovered from that, but it did touch that. Now, if 345 does get broken through, this could be on its way to newer lows. And if it does do that, one of the lowest points in this run and actually dipping, leveling off, and continuing the run was way down here at 285. I'd write that down for the long term, for the next coming days or weeks, 285, but we don't have to worry about that just yet. We're looking more right now, zoomed in on what is going on between before the bullish run and now where we're at in a bearish trajectory, right? Bullish run and then bearish trajectory. So that's what we're looking at here and paying close attention to, as it actually had a run and it worked its way up. That's a terrible arrow, and it worked its way up, and then now on the staircase down. So something I'm noticing is that it's almost equal to how much this went up and the same distance on its way down. That's looking like profit taking and also uncertainty. So that's something that stands out big time to me here on this stock. It's not actually running up or leveling off, and hopefully there is a moment where it levels off so that we can see volatility. Obviously, volatility is normal up and down, but as long as it doesn't hit newer lows and starts to keep going in this direction, and it levels off somewhere up here, up and down, to then hopefully at some point have a spike and work its way back up to newer highs and cross the 50-day moving average. So those are some important indicators to look at the behavior of this stock. Right now, it's really close to the same amount going down as it went up, and also really close to that 345 mark, and we're at 367, and we're about to look at our new resistance and our new supports. They're very important for the next coming days and also weeks, right? So tomorrow we want to pay close attention to these numbers and these figures, which are resistance levels and our supports. So again, 367 is currently the price where it's at, and this resistance level was touched twice, so it's a very important rejection that happened twice, and that resistance level needs to be broken through for the bulls. Now, the bears are going to try to continue to tear this down, and our support is literally 3 cents above that 345 mark, and that is 348. If 348 does get broken through, I'd pay very close attention to how quickly this is reaching 345, and if it breaks through 345, this could be well on its way to newer lows and newer support levels. So I want to emphasize to all investors, pay very close attention how this reacts and how it's behaving if it breaks through 348, and how quickly is it hitting newer lows, newer support levels, or is it hanging out sideways, giving a chance for the bulls to reappear and bring this one back up. Obviously, if support is broken through, it's just signifying that the bears are gaining more control and pulling this further away from the 50-day moving average in a downward direction. And our 50-day moving average is 450. So I'd write that down to know what side of the chart we're in. Currently, we're in bearish territory, and the moment the bulls cross it, they'll be back in bullish territory. And as of right now, this is way below it at 367. And also, if it continues to run down from 367, it will actually hit the support level and try to cross it, which is 348. Again, I want to emphasize to all investors, pay close attention to how this reacts if it breaks through 348. Now, on the other hand, we have the resistance level rejected twice at this point throughout the day within 1 hour time frame, one 30-minute time frame and another 30-minute time frame. Now, the bulls are actually going to have to break through this to have a recovery and build momentum. Now, by breaking through this resistance level, which is 399, that does not state that the bears have lost control and that the bulls have gained control of the chart. It is still in bearish territory. So the bulls have to break through 399, turn that into a support, and break away from it in an upward direction to hit new resistance levels and newer highs. So it's super important for the bulls to go ahead, break through 399, turn that into a support, and start to work their way up closer to the 50-day moving average. Once they've made it closer to the 50-day moving average, obviously their goal is to break through 450 to get back into bullish territory and pull away from it in an upward direction. But before getting there, the bulls have to break through 399, turn that into a support. Again, it doesn't signify they've gained control. That's just a cue and a point of an indicator for us investors that this is actually on its way up closer to the bull's goal, which is actually breaking through the 50-day moving average. And it's the first step of a bullish catalyst, right? First step of a bullish catalyst to go ahead and start to break away, turn that into a support, and hit newer highs. This is the beginning of a catalyst for the bulls to start to break away. They need to turn that into a support so they can reach newer highs and newer resistance levels. As always, I hope that with these cues, you guys are well informed for tomorrow's trading day to make your own rational decisions. And if you feel encouraged or inclined to subscribe, please do so. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications, and also share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video. In that video, I talk about the S&P 500 index and how it's been rising several points on specific dates. Well, what does that mean for us as investors? Well, if the S&P 500 index is rising up several points on specific dates, which the charts show it, and it's due to the Federal Reserve pumps that have been happening, that means for us investors, there's individual ticker symbols rising up with it, which are rising anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share, and some even more. I mean, there's 500 different ticker symbols to choose from, but overall, I've seen most move anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share. And I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but per share that does add up. And like I always state, profits are profits. And if you put $1 into the market and you got back $2, you've done a great job. That's what we're all trying to do here, to initially invest a certain amount and get back more than what we initially put into the market. Check out the video. I go into more detail about it. It doesn't guarantee you profits. It's not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything. I'm just here to inform all investors and viewers on the great opportunity to maximize profits, minimize losses, due to the fact that the Federal Reserve is pumping the markets. The charts show it for themselves, and how the S&P 500 index is rising. You have to do your due diligence and research. I'm just here to enlighten everyone on the great news that there's an opportunity to make profit whether the market's going up or going down for as long as these pumps continue. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.